Hello everybody, I'm Steve-O, and this segment here is for new players and new players in Sudden Impact. Alright, let's go over to our task force command, and as you can see, our task force is named Sudden Impact, with our tag name of Let's Get Some. Our total force points, 1,039. Intel, which is the blue flags you receive from attacking other bases sometimes. We currently have 24 members with a cap at 25. Entry requirements are none, and anyone can join. We're going to edit that because now at 24 players, we can be a little more picky. We are going to have a minimum of 100 for medals. We're going to save that. And now that is law. You will see me here, Steve-O, with the rest of the task force. Some of the people here have more intel, blue flags, than others. People with 0 intel at the end of the week, like this one here, Jeannie, she will be kicked out at the end of the week if she does not get any intel. Assuming she is a girl and not some 45-year-old guy pretending to be a girl. All right, everybody, here we go. Little tutorial on some of the basics of Boom Beach. Here's your achievements here. This is where you can get some more gems. Once you get those achievements, high scores, friends high scores, task force high scores. And if you scroll down to the bottom, you will see your task force if you're lucky enough to be in one. Now ours is Sudden Impact. We are currently 41,463 and climbing. That's right. If you want to find a task force, you can do so right there. Look at your own task force. If you're an officer, you can edit. You can look at stats. You can leave. All right. Now, next thing I'd like to go over is buildings. Your economy buildings here. Make sure whenever you have the opportunity to build a building, you build new buildings and new defense and obviously support. Landing craft is very important there. Okay, upper right hand corner, here's where you can get some gems if you'd like. Whoop, we're not going to buy any gems today. You can talk to other people in your task force. This is me, other people. Start conversation. All right, now down here, if you are in a task force, you'll have this map over here. If you're an officer or above, you can start operations, which can be pretty fun. These operations are meant for your whole task force to participate in. You only get one shot to attack for each task force operation, so make sure you make it count, make sure you scout efficiently, and communicate with your task force. This is your map and what's available for you to attack. Red means you can attack. The blue is yours. If you're very new to this, you won't have any blue until you start attacking. All right, some key tips here. Here's your yellow submarine right over here. It says treasure, so I've already dived for treasure, and I am going to collect, all right, a bunch of stone and some gems. Definitely worth the money paid for that. Let's go for another diving expedition here. All right, we can see these yellow buoys here are available. Definitely worth the money. You can see how much wood you get, iron and gems. We're going to dive for that for 57,000. Pay attention to your base setup. What I recommend, when you first start, you're going to have a lot of trees to clear. You're not going to be able to clear those trees for a while, but once you do clear those trees out eventually, place your base in one of the corners and surround your headquarters with some defensive buildings. Your landing craft. At every opportunity, make sure you upgrade your landing craft so you can fit more guys in your landing craft. It's your gunship here, gunboat. Every opportunity, make sure that you upgrade your gunboat. These idols here are extremely important. These add extra troop damage, extra health, extra gunboat energy. You might see these power stones right over here. what these power stones do is they will double the amount of energy that idol puts out. So if it's 25% plus, you'll get 50%. It only lasts 3 hours, so I recommend using it during an operation or during a time that you're going to be on quite a bit, so you can reload your troops and go some more. This is your sculptor here. This is where you can sculpt the idols. You'll see the gems right on the bottom here. It's for life, obviously boosting the life of your troops. This is for your base defense here. This is the big one here that you want to start upgrading. This is going to power up your troops for your troop attack and your troop health. And the dark is a mystery one. So you could get troop health, you could get some base defense, you could get better chances at power stones, all sorts of really cool things. Now what happens if you have a masterpiece right over here and you don't want it anymore? Well, you can trade that masterpiece in for some power stones. And I'm going to tell you what, show you how you do that here. We'll click on this idol. We'll sculpt this idol here. Just another second. Okay, we're going to click on this head right over here, and we can have either stone production up 10%, which is pretty good, especially when you're a new player. But once you've advanced and you've got some masterpieces up there for your idols, the stone production 10% may not be your best bet. So we'll reclaim this statue, and as you've seen here before, we had 40 and we had 20 here. So now we have 21. And if we reclaim one of these statues, a guardian, we'll get one of these shards right over here. And if we reclaim a masterpiece, then we'll get 7 power stones right over here. So always keep that sculptor going as much as you have shards. All right. That's some of the basics about your base. What we like to do for sudden impact is we like to do operations every day or every other day as much as Intel will let us. If you look at the top right corner, we have 51 blue Intel, and we need 68 to start this pencil neck operation. Pencil neck is the one that we're kind of stuck on now. We're all trying to get past pencil neck. We've done it as a team one time and moved on to Charleston, but that was way too hard for us. So we'd like to be able to get past pencil neck pretty easily. Okay, click down here at the bottom right corner, and that takes us back to our base. So once again, if you are lucky enough to be into sudden impact, welcome to the task force. There's a few little basic things that we covered here. Make sure you're constantly upgrading your buildings. This is not one of those games where you need to be on 2 or 3 hours a day. You can come on Boom Beach 5 or 10 minutes at a time, just a few times a day, and you can build up your base just nicely. When the operations do start, they last for 24 hours, so you have a whole day to participate, and it only takes a couple of minutes to do your part in the operation. Just scout it out for about a minute, figure out how you want to attack, and then attack. Make sure you don't retreat. It's just a waste of your troops. And communicate with the rest of your task force on attacks, especially if you're new, on which ways that you can come in and make an effective attack to help out your own team. All right, thanks guys for watching, and look forward to having another segment come out in another week or so.